Hello, today we're going to make some teacher keychains or tassels. You could use them on like a teacher lanyard or on just a keychain if you want, or whatever you want to use it for, but I'm making it for my kids' teachers. So today, these little charms are actually from a project that we did in the last video, but these had a more chunkiness to them. The other ones were flat, so I had to figure out a different way to use these. You can't fit them in a resin mold for keychains. So they have a hole all the way through it, and I had this wire. So I decided to take the wire and put it through, it's like a bead, put it through the bead, and then I just make a little jump ring on top by bending the wire around. And I'll show you how to do that in more detail later in the video. And then at the bottom, I had these Christmas beads that I used for another project, and I decided they were the same colors as this bookworm. So I decided to try to see what they would look like at the bottom of this to finish it off. So I put the big white bead, and then I was going to use this little spacer, but I needed to use the bigger spacer because it was a bigger bead. And I just put the gold one on there because it's a gold wire. And then I'm going to add two smaller beads. I'm going to do the green one with a spacer and a red one. With the red one, I put the spacer at the end and then realized that that wasn't going to work, so I took the spacer off. I think it's funny that these colors worked for teacher colors as well as Christmas. So see the spacer, I took that off at the bottom. And then I'm just going to make another little jump ring here at the bottom by twisting it. Now you can do this with pliers or you can do it with your hand. This I'm going to show you how to do it with pliers. You just twist it around and then at the end you'll just cinch it. But later in the video I'll show you I found out it's much easier to do it with your hands. So that first tassel has a silver top which wouldn't match. So I had these. It's a whole package of them. I've used them so many times for different earrings. And I just decided since it has a gold top, I would use it instead. So it kind of looks like a tassel and it'll finish off the bottom of this keychain. So I'm just going to use a gold jump ring and attach it to the bottom. And I did my other three a little differently than this. I didn't use any beads on those, and I'll show you that. So I'm still struggling with my grip strength slightly, but I can get them closed. Just it gives me a little bit of trouble, but I'm sure you could do it easier than I can. And then that's the finished, and then we're going to add the keychain on top. Now my keychains are silver, so they don't match, unfortunately, but I just have to work with what I've got right now. I really need to get some gold keychains, but these are all silver. I have a huge pack of them. And then they are very heavy duty on the jump rings, so they're extra strong and they're hard to close, but they really hold up well. So there's the finished bookworm. I love him. He's so cute. And now we're going to do our other three. They're all going to be very similar. So this is our little crowns, and we're going to do just what we did before with a jump ring top and bottom, but we're just going to add our little tassel directly to that jump ring at the bottom. But I was trying to decide which color to do, and none of them really looked good for this one except I decided on the red one. It was between the white and red, and I just decided for the red. So get your gold jump ring to match and just add it on the bottom. The other little tassels would have looked cute if I would have used silver wire, which I could have, but I just thought the gold looked better with these. Those other little tassels I got a long time ago with a bookmark mold, and I've only used a couple of them. I need to figure out what I can use those for. I've just had them in my storage. So that turned out really cute. And then I just add the keychain on top. So there's our two different ones we've done so far. They're adorable. And then here's our third one. I did it the exact same way. This is just a little backpack. And then we'll add our keychain on. I really do wish I had some gold keychains. I'll have to look into getting some of those. Just for projects when you're using a gold wire, it would match better. So there's that. It's really cute. And now I'm going to show you, I still struggle because of my grip strength, but I'm trying to show you how to wrap it just like this. You go from the top to the bottom of your jump ring you're making, and then you want to kind of make sure they stay squished together. So you can hold it with your pliers and then wrap it with your fingers, and then you just cinch it off at the end. Once you cut it, you can cut the wire. And my jewelry pliers have a cutting part on them, on the right pair. They have a little cutting wire thing. Look right, how cute. Oh, I love them so much. They're going to go great with the keychains we made in the last video. I'm going to give each of their teachers one of these. And then I also will show you what else I got them too. So look right here. These I found when I was school shopping with my kids, and I thought they'd be perfect to add to the teacher gift. I got them, they were only $4, which I thought was a great deal. I know I make earrings, but I saw these and they just look too cute. So I thought this makes a really good present altogether. You've got 2 keychains. One can be used as a lanyard tassel, and then you have your earrings. If I was a teacher and I got these earrings, I would love them. I think they're adorable. Okay, so I was having trouble. It got snagged on the back, so I cut that part out. So this is altogether the present that they're going to get. Just the first day of school, just a thanks for teaching my kid present. Hope you have a good year present. And then this is the other set that I'm going to give. I love these little fabric jewelry bags. They're great for giving gifts. So whenever I'm gifting anything that I make, I'm putting them in these. I will link them and everything I use to make these items in the description of the video. It'll have all the links, including these little fabric bags. The only thing I won't have a link for is these pencils, because I got those when I was out shopping. So I love how they turned out. Please let me know which one your favorite was from today, and I hope you have a blessed day.